What's up everyone, it's your boy Xmanny87 here, bringing you another Marvel Legends review video, and today what I have for you guys is the X-Force Legends Wendigo Build-A-Figure series, Mr. Sinister. And before I get into everything, if you could please leave a like rating on the videos, it'll show your support for my channel. I greatly appreciate it. And with that said, let's get into Mr. Sinister. My god, there is so much to geek about this figure. I freaking love it. This is a great Mr. Sinister figure, and to me is far superior than the Toy Biz version. It does capture that Jim Lee feel to me. I absolutely love it. While the figure does not include accessories, however, I did use this little flame effect, the blue flame effect that Magic has, just to, you know, decorate the figure a bit, but yeah, no accessories, but overall the figure is freaking amazing, so let's get to it. And damn, man, look at this face, it's so freaking sick. The lighting might be a little bit harsh, so it's kind of hard to capture it, but on hand, oh my god, it's so freaking good. It is so good. I love the wrinkles right here on the forehead, so just trying to create some shade there so you can see it. You know, even the cheekbone structure, his sadistic smile, man. Oh, I love it. I love it. Only bummer part was the lipstick right here. The black lipstick is not completed all the way through right here. And I do feel like his little pyramid goatee is a little off-centered. So it definitely looks left-centered. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't bug me from far away, but up close, it does. I feel like they sculpted it like right there, and it just missed the mark. But oh man, I really like his the diamond right here on the forehead, and oh my god, I'm just freaking nerding out like this. It's so freaking cool. There's those teeth. Could have been better paint apps on the lips for sure. So other than that, the hair is so freaking good. Like that. It's got that Sinister flat top. I was always one of those ones that said we need an updated Sinister, and some people said we didn't, but I totally disagreed and know that we did. I do have the one to compare, so the overall, like, this is still a great figure, don't get me wrong, but I just always took Sinister to have a lot of body mass, and this figure has that. So I want Jim Lee accurate stuff, so that's a win right here automatically. The proportions are correct on this figure. I mean, look at this to this. There's no contest here, man. He does look so weird. Looks like he has baby hips right there, and the torso's small again, doesn't capture that body mass. I love the color blue on this one way more than this one. This one was way too bright. The face was, at the time was good, but, you know, it was just too, almost too freaking, like, video game looking polygon shaped head, like, so yeah, this one has, like, the extra beard on it, and some freaking sideburns, and what the hell's up with the purple there? But again, great figure. I love the cape on this guy. This was awesome. But however, the cape, I was so afraid because I was hoping that this cape would be kind of like this, like nice loose with the streamers. Surprisingly, it's so much softer than I expected. It's really, while it's not cut and separated like this one, it's two pieces, so we got two layers. Let's get this guy out the way. We got two layers here. Got the top of the cape right here, and then you got a second part underneath that, and it's all glued on here. So this was executed greatly by the Hasbro team. Kudos to them, man. I was definitely holding on to this figure because I wanted to do a cape swap. If I felt this cape was going to be super freaking stiff and hard and give them balancing issues, but it does not. It is great, and now that I have it in person, it's just not the same blue, so I'm very happy with how this cape came out. And no, you cannot swap the capes at all. This is pretty much molded in. You could get creative, maybe trying to take this off, but I'm not gonna go that route. Just looking at the overall sculpt here, freaking beautiful. I love it. I think this is pretty much a new sculpt for the most part. The arms are the same as the Strife. I was thinking that it was borrowed from Strife, but looking at Strife and looking at Mr. Sinister, it looks different. It does. It looks like, you know, you can see the muscles definitely here. They're more defined. And the tricep area right here overall is just, it might be tripping. It could be the same. But, I mean, if I'm wrong, whatever, it still looks great. The legs, however, are not from Strife, as the thigh cut ends high up here, as you see that. And with Mr. Sinister, the thigh cut is actually hidden within this thigh-high boots. I definitely like when the articulation are hidden behind the sculpt. That's pretty freaking cool. And I'm in love with this blue color. I mean, just looking at his painting and the sculpt, the way they just go together, I love it a lot. The red is definitely more prominent on this one. It's much bigger than the Toy Biz version, as you see here. So, yeah, really, oh man, it's so cool. At first, the proto images were showing that this guy, I could have sworn this was black. You know, I thought he had black gloves, black boots, black cape, but it's not. It's a very, very dark blue, and I am so digging how this looks. There, he's got some booties on. He's got booties over thigh highs. How the hell is that wearable? But yeah, this is definitely a new sculpt right there, and he does have an ankle swivel there, which is really, really nice. I like that a lot. This piece all right here is glued down. Really love the collar of the cape here. So nice. And then, again, taking another look at the cape here. It's surprisingly nice and soft and pliable. I'm a fan of soft goods, so even though this is not what I consider soft goods, this is way better than having something that's that super hard, stiff cape that I hate. That, you know, I was really afraid that this guy would just be stiff like this, you know, with the cape, but no, you can definitely get some great mobility out of him. I think these hands have been used before, trying to remember where, but this looked like the Prowler hands. And just in case some people do ask me, don't mind the setup here. I was just finished shooting pics with this figure, so I was pretty much having a genetics lab set up for Mr. Sinister. As if you know the character, basically he experiments with mutant genetics and tries to create the ultimate mutant. I was setting up a cloning type of experimental scenery, so you'll see at the end of the video. And if you're wondering where I got these tubes, the cryo tubes here that the 80s Scott and Phoenix are in, they're from the Halo series, cryo chamber, Master Chief. These tubes are the miniature Ghostbusters ghost trap thing that they sold like a few years ago at Walmart. They were like $2 on sale. I'm like, oh yeah, let me get them. Good for fitting some 6-inch figures. And to cover articulation with Nathaniel Essex, Mr. Sinister here, his head moves that far up, which is really, really nice. His head moves that far down, left, right. He's got some slight pivoting there. His shoulders move that far up, which this does not hinder it because that's all you're gonna get, so no worries there. His arms move all around, bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, wrist swivel, wrist hinge. You got the ab crunch that moves this far forward and this far back, so some good range there for a big guy. You got the waist swivel, you got the legs that split that far apart, which is really, really good. His legs kick that high, legs kick that far back. He's got leg rotation. His thigh swivel is right here. Double jointed knees and, oh, heel to the Sinister butt. Yes, awesome. Ankle swivel, ankle hinge up and down, and he's got ankle pivot. For some fun comparisons, here he is next to Scott Summers and Jean Grey. Here he is next to Cable and Deadpool. Here he is next to Mystique. Here he is next to the newest Magneto. Here he is next to the Apocalypse Build-A-Figure. Here he is next to Strife. Here he is next to his fellow Wavemate Nightcrawler, who I just reviewed. Here he is next to his predecessor, the Toy Biz Marvel Legends Mr. Sinister. And finally, here he is next to Archangel, which these two have a lot of history together. Alright guys, overall thoughts on Mr. Sinister. He is an absolute beast. Way better than the Toy Biz one. I love this figure a ton, man. Definitely a rating of total awesomeness because this guy is just that. When you have this figure in hand, he is really just something special to hold, man. A lot of mass. He just captures that Jim Lee X-Men feel, and that's what I want. That's what I need from these X-Men figures that Hasbro are releasing, and they are doing a freaking tremendous job. Just absolutely phenomenal, and happy with a updated Mr. Sinister. Alright guys, please leave a like rating as that'll help my videos a ton. Leave a comment, we'll chat about it. Follow me on Instagram, the link is in the description below. Get your X-Force Legends figures at Big Bad Toy Store. I'll have a link in the description below as well. Hit the notification bell so you always get my reviews when they're up live. And share and subscribe. Enjoy my picks at the end of the video. See you on the next review. Peace.